Now, with Katrina Smith.
Welcome and good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday. It's September 7th. I'm Katrina Smith. And, well, meteorologist James DeFazio might know someone in Missouri or Texas where that second largest winning Powerball ticket was sold, because he's not here this morning. And for James, with a beautiful Sunday forecast, meteorologist Samantha Wessing. Sam, you picked a good day to come in.
I've been on that streak lately, I'm not going to lie.
Streak.
It's a little bit cooler today. We might have an isolated shower or two, but nothing crazy today. Any outdoor activities, keep those in mind.
Right,
just
I like it.
Keep an eye to the sky. A little bit of fog this morning. I don't know if you dealt with that, Katrina, but foggy start to the morning. Definitely my drive on the thruway a little bit rough. Let's take a look at those quad box cameras, as we can see right there. Whoa, not sure why that's up again right now.
That's not the fog.
That is not the fog. We're looking at fog for today. We're going to be talking about some isolated showers as well. Currently, though, we're sitting in the 50s, and again, dealing with a possible shower or two going on, but isolated brief light shower for today. We're going to be in the 70s for the week, so some nice weather on its way. I have my full forecast coming up. Back over to you, Katrina.
Thank you, Sam. We would just like to look at the
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Samantha Wessing.
Good morning and happy Sunday. We are looking at a beautiful day today, a little bit cooler. Temperatures in the 60s. Had a little bit of that fog to deal with on my drive this morning. That's slowly starting to lift. We're going to take a look in Oneonta right now. You can still see a little bit of that fog down in the valley. Like I said, thicker in some portions, so definitely be careful when you're heading up this morning. That will continue to lift. Not dealing with that, though. Downtown Utica got that sun, some clouds in the sky. We're going to see more in the way of sunshine as we head throughout the day. Take a look, though. Cooler start to this morning. 53 in Otter Lake. 54 to begin in Westernville. We'll get into the mid-60s for today, but we're going to be dealing with some of those cooler temperatures overnight into the start of the morning for the next week or so. But you can see 50s down in the valley to start. Across the state, dealing with some of these cooler weather as well. You can see, though, those clouds breaking up, especially here in Central New York. See more of the way in sunshine, like I said. We'll see that through much of the day today. Dry on that Storm Tracker 2, Yorkville Battery, live radar. Now, as we zoom out, what's going on? You can see those clouds beginning to move, and we have winds, though, coming out of the west-northwest right now. And that's going to trigger some lake effect snow. So lake effect rain, excuse me. As we saw earlier, cold front pushed on through. What that did, brought in some cooler air. So that's why we're seeing some of these cooler temperatures behind this front right here. This is going to trigger some lake effect rain throughout the day. Very isolated, very scattered, not going to ruin anyone's day. High pressure, that's going to pick up, that's going to kick in, and this is going to take control for the rest of the week. We're talking sunshine, dry conditions for much of the week ahead. Looking at that Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, note sunshine in the morning. As we have throughout the day, those clouds will build in slowly, still seeing some sunshine throughout the day, but notice those isolated showers. Very hard to pinpoint where exactly they'll happen. Just keep an eye to the sky. They'll be quick moving, they'll be light, they'll pass on through. By the dinner time hour, though, we'll clear out. Notice these temperatures, though, as we continue into the nighttime. We're down to the 50s, into the mid-40s as well. Overnight into the 40s, starting the day chilly for your Monday. Some clouds will mix in, but as you notice throughout the rest of the day, that sun builds back in, and we'll get close to 70 for our high for Monday, but beautiful weather for the week ahead. Again, for today, highs only in the mid-60s. That isolated shower, again, not going to ruin anyone's day. We're still going to be mostly sunny as we head throughout your Sunday. Just keep that eye to the sky. Lows, mid-40s, very, very chilly. Under those clear skies, without those clouds, temperatures will begin to drop, and we're going to see clear skies for the next couple of nights. So that's why we're talking some cooler temperatures back on their way. 7-day forecast. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful week ahead. Wall-to-wall sunshine. Like I said, we're sitting in the 70s for much of the week, but just take note of those overnight, especially up north. Could be looking at some patchy fog for some of those mornings as well with those cooler temperatures, but we're going to be talking about just some beautiful days ahead for this weather. I love it. It's going to be comfortable. It's going to feel a little cooler, but it's going to be very, very comfortable. So what year did Starbucks first release that pumpkin spice?
Oh my goodness, if you ask my daughters, it's been around since the beginning of time.
It's the greatest thing in the world, is it not, this time of year?
It is good. Like I Jill used to do a trivia question, like when is the right time to introduce it? Because some people want to hang on to summer and some people just want fall right
I'll
away.
do September. I will not do it before September.
Yep.
September 1st hits, and I am right there.
Yep.
In line.
Cozy sweaters, nice candles, pumpkin
Yes.
spice lattes. Let's go with 2003.
Stop it. I
No
literally
way.
thought, I swear to you, I thought I was going to get you today.
Yeah.
I was like, I got her.
No, I always pick C when I don't know the answer.
Now I know your trick. Now I'm so angry right now.
I got it. Thank you so much, Sam. All right, so welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 Weekend today. I'm Katrina Smith. Want to get you over to the Weather Center with meteorologist Samantha Wessing in for James. You woke everyone up this morning a little while ago,
I know. little worm. It's been a morning. Guys, remember, I'm not up
The
this
word
early. I am
snow
not
always
up
rolls
this
off
early
the
on
tongue
Sundays.
when you say lake effect.
It does.
So earlier Sam said snow, and your
It was
family's
rain.
razzing
They
you.
had just been
I'm
making fun of
razzing
me.
you, but
Exactly.
There is no snow in the forecast.
No,
It's
we have rain today. All rain. There's no way in the world with the temperatures in the 60s.
I love it.
But we're looking at some fog that's slowly starting to lift. So if you are down in the valley, you are going to make sure that that lifts, and you will have a decent drive for the rest of the day. So just dealing with some early morning fog. You can see this, though. If you take a look at the quad camera, you can see we got that fog right there. Still being down in Hartwick area, down in the valley. Again, that will continue to lift throughout the morning, not seeing it elsewhere. Isolated brief light shower this afternoon. Not going to ruin any day plans or anything like that. Beautiful stretch of weather ahead. We're talking mostly in the 70s all week long with lots of sunshine on its way. We are dry on that Storm Tracker 2 live radar out here. Just keeping an eye on those showers as we continue into the afternoon. 57 degrees, so a little bit chilly out there to start. Today's going to be one of the cooler of the days ahead, and as we head throughout the day right there, you can see only getting into the mid-60s by the afternoon with lows down into the 40s for tonight. So again, cooler today. Like I said, we're back in the 70s. I have a full look at what you can expect for that week ahead coming up. Back over to you, Katrina.
Thank you, Sam. I can tell you who is excited about
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Samantha Wessing.
Good morning. A foggy start to our Sunday. That fog slowly starting to lift, still hanging out a little bit down in the valley, but we're in for a beautiful Sunday ahead. Just some cooler temperatures, possible isolated shower. We'll get all to that in a second. Let's take a look down the valley. Oneonta still hanging on to a little bit of that fog. Again, be careful if you're heading out, but most of that has begun to lift. As you can see, downtown Utica, sunshine, blue skies, some nice fair weather clouds out there for the day. So it's a beautiful start to our Sunday. Just like I said, that drive-in for me, it's just a little bit foggy, but that will continue to lift. We're into the 60s in some areas, 61 in Westmont, but still hanging on the 50s up north, 55 in Inlet, 54 this morning in Long Lake, down to our Southern Valley, still in the 50s, 55 in Oneonta, and 56 in Cooperstown. As you can see, cooler start to the morning across the state. Some clouds still out to our west, but seeing a lot of sunshine here in central New York. So it's in for a beautiful day for today. Dry on that Storm Tracker 2 Yorkville Battery live radar. And as I zoom out, you can see clouds pushing off to east, that break in the clouds right here over central New York before we'll see a little bit more push in. So a little bit mix of sun and clouds as we get closer to the afternoon. So what happened? Cold front. This passed over us. This is allowing some of that cooler air to move on in. Now that this is behind us, high pressure will take its turn to begin to build in. So like I said, we do have that cooler air coming off the lakes, a little chance for lake effect rain as we head into the afternoon. But there's going to be very isolated showers, not going to ruin anyone's day. And then the big playmaker for the rest of the week, high pressure. We're talking some beautiful weather for the next couple of days. Lots of sunshine back on its way. As we continue throughout the day on Sunday, dry start beginning in the upper 50s, low 60s. There's those clouds beginning to build on in. And watch this. As we continue, you're going to see those patches of isolated showers. Now again, not a day runner, not going to hit everybody. Just keep an eye to the sky. They'll move on rather quickly though. We will dry out by that dinner time hour and clear out as well. So I want you to take note. Look at these temperatures as we head into the late night, overnight hours. We dip down into the 40s by the overnight hour. So a very chilly start to your Monday morning. All those due to that clear skies overnight. And then rebound rather nicely though back into the 60s by Monday afternoon. And look at that, plenty of sunshine as we head throughout the day on Monday even into Monday evening. So again, for today, those isolated showers, mostly sunny though. Not everywhere going to see those showers. Highs into the mid-60s for tonight. Without those clouds, really going to allow those temperatures to drop. So we're going to be mostly clear. Lows back into the 40s, and you'll see that trend as we take a look at that 7-day forecast. We're in the 70s for much of the week ahead, but take a look at those overnight temperatures. Very chilly, very cool for the next couple of days. So beautiful daytime and even quiet evenings as well. So which is the smallest NFL stadium by capacity?
This one I don't know, and I feel
She's
like
not good at football, so I did do this on purpose. I will be honest.
anytime that you guys stump me, it is always football, isn't it? I'm going to go with C, the Dolphins Stadium, because
Actually, is Soldier Field the Bears?
wow,
Yeah.
no kidding.
And
I
we
thought
can,
it was
we can add in a
maybe-
quick Go Giants today, but it's
Yeah, go Giants, right?
But
I
yes.
just thought it was the Dolphins because not a lot of people love the Dolphins, but then we're up north, so maybe that's
they
just we
actually
feel
I
like
think
they
share
don't.
their field with Miami. So,
Yep.
but they're one of the smaller ones actually. So I actually did some of the smaller fields on there.
So it
So
wasn't so bad.
Not too bad.
Thank you so much, Sam. Well, raise your glass now and say cheers. Today is National Beer Lovers Day. It is celebrated each and every year on September 7th, and we'll have that story after the break.
Not win because he's currently standing in the Weather Center, meteorologist James DeFazio.
Did not win. No, I did not. Nope. They got 2 billion reasons.
Yeah.
But no, we're tracking beautiful weather. I don't have any bad news to give. We're tracking a fantastic stretch of weather for this upcoming week. It ended up being a rather pleasant day. A little on the blustery side, a little on the chilly side, but it was at least sunny and primarily dry. A couple of sprinkles, but dry weather primarily on your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We're going to continue to see dry conditions this evening. 63 degrees with sunny skies in Rome. These breezy conditions of 10 to 20 mile per hour winds, we will see that begin to die down over the next hour or two. Right after sunset, we'll see a noticeable difference in the winds. Winds almost subside entirely. This evening, though, a little blustery for another hour or two. Temperatures in the mid to upper 50s with mostly sunny conditions. Tonight, a very chilly night, low to mid 40s for lows with mostly clear skies. We fully clear out. Again, we're tracking an absolutely fantastic week of weather upcoming. We'll break that all down in just a few minutes. Ben?
All right, James, thank you very much. September is Prostate Cancer Awareness.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Sunday evening. We're tracking an absolutely fantastic stretch of weather. Several consecutive days of dry, sunny weather begins tomorrow. Take a look at what we're tracking. Aside from that, not much. The breezy conditions that we're seeing today are going to begin to subside over the next hour or two. They become calm winds overnight tonight, lows tonight in the low to mid 40s, a bit of a chilly night overall, and then several consecutive dry, sunny days, a fantastic stretch of weather. Temperatures locally in the mid 50s to low 60s. Kind of a chilly day, highs only in the mid to upper 60s, right around 66 degrees in Utica and Rome. Some of the northern areas only hanging on to upper 50s today. 63 degrees with sunny skies in Rome. We're down to 15 mile per hour breeze out of the west-northwest. And again, we're going to slowly see this come down. We've seen 10 to 20 mile per hour winds today. These will become calm overnight tonight. Dry weather on your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, and that will continue for the most part this evening. We may see a sprinkle or two overnight tonight, but this evening looks just fine and perfectly dry. Taking a look at the larger radar and satellite picture, you can see plenty of sunshine has settled across central New York, and we're going to continue to see sunny skies for most of the days, most of the week ahead. A couple of sprinkles back across Lake Ontario. Those arrive overnight tonight, which is why we may see a sprinkle or two overnight tonight. In general, we're tracking a warming trend this week. Upper 60s for highs tomorrow, low 70s as we head into next week, mid 70s towards the middle portion of next week. A little bit cooler on Friday, but overall, it's going to be a general warming trend. For the first time, the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook from the Central Prediction Center From the CBC, finally favoring above average temperatures in the 8 to 14 day outlook. And we do believe that the back half of September, the second half of September, is going to feature very above average temperatures. This week's fabulous weather is all thanks to a big dome of high pressure, which is going to continue to move in to central New York and settle over the region for almost the entirety of the week. I could make this the MoCast, could make this the RakeCast, any outdoor activity cast, but any outdoor activities the next 3 days looks fantastic conditions all 3 days, sunny and dry weather. Tonight, those sunny, dry conditions continue. Overnight, a couple of sprinkles working. I had this stopped at midnight, hinting at a couple of sprinkles between midnight and 1 a.m. Otherwise, primarily clear skies overnight tonight, lows in the low to mid 40s. We warm up quickly tomorrow, all the way into the low to mid 60s by noon. Mostly sunny skies with highs in the upper 60s. A pleasant day overall. Tonight, lows in the low to mid 40s with mostly clear skies. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, this is just a fantastic stretch of weather. Can't draw it up much better than this. No, not a single day of rain forecasted on there. Almost low to mid 70s and mostly sunny skies every single day. A little bit chillier on Friday in the middle of the week, but other than that, low to mid 70s, absolutely fantastic conditions.
Tonight at 11, well now midnight, meteorologist James DeFazio, and usually I complain about Sunday Night Football, but my goodness gracious, what a game that was.
That was insane. I still can't believe what ended up happening.
That may have been the best Sunday Night Football game
since
I've
1967, I believe it said.
My dad wasn't even born.
Yeah, since 1967, largest Bills comeback since 1967. Incredibly impressive. Worth staying up late. Another thing worth going out and doing is taking a peek at the moon tonight. There's a full moon. You can see how illuminated the sky is. It's very bright out there. It's very chilly as well. Temperatures already down into the low to mid 40s across central New York. Low to mid 40s across the southern tier. Very, very chilly air. We're going to be taking a look at low temperatures coming up in a couple of minutes. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. A couple of lake showers just off of Lake Ontario in Oswego County, as well as northwest Oneida County, a couple of sprinkles. Other than that, dry weather will continue overnight. 48 degrees with cloudy skies. The winds have died down after a very, very breezy day. Tomorrow, it's going to be primarily sunny. Highs are going to be in the upper 60s. I got to switch the graphics now that we just hit midnight. Today became tomorrow. But unfortunately, highs are going to be right around 67 tomorrow, 71 on Tuesday. Coming up, we'll break down the rest of your forecast in full. Ben?
All right, James, thank you very much. The rescue mission of Utica.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good late Sunday evening, early Monday morning. We're continuing to track beautiful weather settling in for this week, but we're going to have to get through a chilly night first. Very cold weather settling in for the night. Very beautiful skies. Take a look at downtown Utica. We have a full moon this evening, and that full moon reflecting off the clouds, making a very, very picturesque sky there in the distance. The moon is very beautiful this evening. We're going to continue to see clear conditions for several consecutive nights, but that's going to allow temperatures to drop very, very easily. Patchy frost is possible both north and south of the Mohawk Valley this evening. Lows tonight are going to be in the upper 30s for most. Some of us will say in the low 40s in Utica and Rome. And then we're tracking several consecutive dry, sunny days ahead. Local temperatures right now, some of us all the way down into the upper 30s already. Old Forge just hit 39. Our station here in Little Falls indicating 38. Most of us still in the low to mid 40s across central New York. Griffiths at Rome, 48 degrees with cloudy skies, and winds have died down after a breezy day today. Winds are near calm, and they will stay that way overnight tonight. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. A couple of sprinkles showing up across western Oneida County and primarily Oswego County. These will work their way across central New York, but they're going to fall apart as they do so. A couple of sprinkles across central Oneida County overnight. Otherwise, dry conditions and clear weather settles in. Back to the west, there is no more lake effect forming. This is one last little shower that's going to work through, and then just clear skies overnight tonight, and that's going to allow temperatures to absolutely free fall. By 5:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, many of us are down into the upper 30s across the southern tier as well as across the North Country. Warmer weather for Utica and Rome, low to mid 40s. We're tracking warmer weather to return as we head towards the middle portion of this upcoming week. Highs will climb into the low to mid 70s, and we're not saying goodbye to the warm weather just yet. The second half of September still trending warm. The 8 to 14 day outlook for September 16th through September 23rd now favoring above average temperatures, and that looks to continue through the end of the month. This beautiful weather that we're going to see this week is all driven by this giant area of high pressure that's going to work over the northeast over the next day and then settle there for the entirety of the upcoming week. Primarily clear skies overnight tonight, but very chilly, upper 30s for many of us across the southern tier and the North Country. Low to mid 40s for Utica and Rome. Tomorrow we warm up quickly with very, very sunny skies all the way up into the upper 60s for highs. It ends up being a beautiful day, and then clear weather continues into tomorrow night. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, an absolutely phenomenal 7-day forecast. Almost no chances for rain on here. Widespread sunshine Tuesday and Wednesday, low to mid 70s. Mostly sunny Thursday, mid-70s, a tad cooler Friday. Next chance for a shower comes late Sunday afternoon.